Thank you so much for joining me for Camp Week. This is the Thursday of Camp Week, and it is simply called The Struggle is Real. So in my last video, I talked about my schedule from about 16-hour days from 7 a.m. till about 11 p.m., full of meals, kiddos, PlayStation, swim, camp activities, and wondering at times what in the world is going on those few but short and intense moments. But let me talk about camp food. See, camp food was interesting, but let me run down the list. So I will admit there was a salad bar and I totally took advantage of that. But every single session, there were 5 of them, we had kid-friendly meals like grilled cheese, chicken nuggets, chicken patties, fingers or chicken fingers, hot dogs, hamburgers, spaghetti, goulash, or even a variety of that. And sometimes, and many times for breakfast, sausage patties and French toast. Now, I'm not even going to front. The first 2 sessions, I was like, oh yeah, sausage. And then I'm like, that was my own fault, of course, for eating that much. And then we also got, I also got sick of eating pizza, and wings. But you know what? When it really comes right down to it, the reality is these things are cheap and you can get a whole lot for a little bit of money. And you know what? They are feeding us. So, I want to be fair, and speak to that. But the daunting thing for me was so the counselor snack, pizza and wings, yogurt, frozen yogurt, that was good. Ice cream, fruit trays, cheese and pepperoni platter. So that's the landscape that we are walking on. But of course, I decided to be there and I enjoyed my time but when it came to nutrition, I was not the best. But these are some tools in my arsenal that I'm going to have. 1, Amazon.com, GNC and Vitamin World. Okay, so protein powder and smart eating will be the key. I will have the protein powder sent to camp, and I'll get my non-dairy milk and things at the store or whatever. Or perhaps use GNC and Vitamin World sites so I can get points on my memberships and earn free stuff. My other things is my laptop, DVDs, and iPod. Now, I need help working out, of course, I'll need help working out, of course, but I do need something in my ear that's positive, and a playlist could be very much helpful. So, as well as listening to those positive things as habitually as I breathe, that reinforcement can be helpful as I navigate camp nutrition. Another thing is people. I always come back to this because people can do what other things can't. And that's usually be there be there face to face, or other things like, the iPod can be there. I can Skype, but sometimes having that face-to-face interaction is definitely important. And those are people who I'll be around and I can be accountable to. And I can also develop some kind of support system in place that can be a doozy. But since I have a few that I already know that I can trust, I can be helpful to that end. So some alternative things like resistance lightweight tubing. And those alternatives, I believe that those will definitely be helpful because I don't want to carry 100 pounds of weights to the sessions every single time and then change it over. And guess what? I have to carry this heavy behind thing. And also the thing is resistance tubing is really good because you can make it as heavy or as light as you want it. And if you have a small space, you don't have to worry about it's lightweight and portable, so you don't have to worry too much about that. So what do you have what do you do on vacations or when you have to go overnight? Now, I'm technically working, but I do want to establish a routine for fitness amidst the nights and siestas on. So those are the times when, of course, I will be watching my kiddos and I'll be up in the morning too. But I want to make sure that my fitness, in fact, doesn't suffer as much as it did this time. So thank you so much for joining me for Camp Week. Next week is Animal Week. Thank you for joining me. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope that you are enjoying this channel as much as I am enjoying making these videos for you.